Hello again everybody, welcome back to LilyLuLou. I'm Karen, the Junk Journal Geek, and if you are a new visitor, thank you for trying us out today. I hope you will like what you see and will decide to subscribe. Put my teeth in. And if you're a returning visitor, thank you very much for coming back and joining me again today. So I'm carrying on from where I left off last time with the little Christmas organiser that I'm making. I finished joining all of the envelopes together. If you didn't see part one, I will try and remember to link the previous video in the description below. You can see all the pages are odd sizes and it's not square, it's a bit wonky. I don't think I would do the same thing again, you know, for somebody else. It's fine for me. I don't mind that it's all the edges are uneven and it's a bit wonky. And I'm glad I've tried it. But as I say, if I was making this, you know, to sell or for somebody else, I don't think I would do it this way again because it doesn't look very neat. So what I want to do now is I want to make some little cards to go in each pocket. So if you didn't see the previous video, these are all envelopes that I have covered with these papers from Sunny Creates. This is a design team project. Don't know if I said that at the beginning. So they all open because they're all envelopes, and my idea is I can write on here if I want to. I can also have secret spaces. I can have a card. So say I can have a card for each of my daughters, and on here I can write, you know, maybe on one side I can write ideas of presents for them for Christmas, and on the other side I can maybe write, you know, what I've bought, where I've bought it, or actually it'll only be one side that's got writing because one side's going to be decorative. So, but yeah, that's my idea. I can have a card for each person and I can make notes about Christmas presents for them and keep it all in one place. And if anybody flicks through, you know, it's not going to be obvious as soon as they open the book what I've bought them for Christmas. Obviously, if they pull the cards out and start reading them, then that's another thing. But that's my idea anyway. So all I have here is a load of junk mail flyers and things that have come through the door, and I've chopped them up to the sort of sizes that I usually use when I'm making journal cards. So that's what I'm going to use. I know some of these pockets, one of them, if you did see the last video, I stuck, I think it was not the last page, but the one before. Was it that one? Should be able to tell actually because it made a bit of a mess. I stuck two of the wrong envelopes together. I think it was this page. And so I unstuck it, but the envelope ripped, and then, oh, I think I've sorted it actually. I was going to say, I think this page may not take, I might have to do a smaller journal card because it sort of stuck itself together, and I did go in with the ruler to, oh, it was this page. I did go in with the ruler to unstick it. I don't know if you can see that. There's not a full pocket there, so I'm going to have to find a little one to put in there, but that's all right. And I mean, I could have two in each pocket. And then I thought, if I've got some tabs or, you know, some lace or ribbon at the top, it's going to look nice at the top. And then I don't know what I'm going to have as a closure, but we'll get to that. So I'm going to start sticking. So it'll be a very, hopefully not a very taxing video today. We can just sit and stick. And as usual, I will probably just stick things down on each side, not worrying about the edges too much, and then I will trim them up afterwards to neaten them up. So that's the plan for today. So how are you all? I hope you are all well and happy, and it's absolutely horrible here today. It's dark I've got all the lights on, which is why it's very shadowy, so I must apologise for that. And it's just horrible. So I'm just finding one to get started with, and I'm going to check as I go along that these go in easily, because obviously when there's paper on both sides, that's going to make them slightly bigger. And I mean, I think these ones will be too wide, but they'll always get used in other projects, so I'm always using these. So let's find some papers to stick on. And what I was thinking was I will have pretty paper on one side. Well, it's all pretty paper. Oh, I was going to use these as well, wasn't I? I was going to use some of the ephemera pages. Yeah, I thought I'd use, you know, have something decorative on one side and then have some of these plainer or lined sheets on the other side. So that's what I'm thinking at the moment. Now, I don't know. Yeah, they're not tall enough, so I won't use those. And the postcards are not tall enough, so I won't use those. But I may well make some more pockets and things as I go through. So let's get started. Yes, it's horrible here today. I took Max out this morning, and as I don't have a car now, we're practicing walking on the road and getting used to people and other dogs. So I do try and go out, not crack of dawn early, but I go out about 9 o'clock, because it seems to be quite quiet around here at that sort of time. You know, people who are going to work have probably got to work. The people have got to school who are going to school. And people that don't do either of those things haven't tended to come out yet. So, you know, we are going out, we are seeing people, but it's not desperate, dire straits seeing people. You know, Max can cope with it. What have I done with the book? Oh, it's under there. So we went out for a walk, and it's been absolutely tipping it down with rain here. And I've probably mentioned this on video before. We have real problems with flooding here as soon as it rains. You know, I don't mean severe flooding, like our houses flood and everything, but our back garden floods as soon as it rains. And the roads here constantly flooded. It's absolutely awful. So of course, cars zooming past as I'm walking the dog. I got absolutely drenched this morning. And most people, you know, are considerate, and they do slow down and try and pull over if there's nothing coming the other way. But some people just, I'm assuming they just don't think, you know, they just don't realise they probably never walk anywhere, so they don't, it doesn't even occur to them that they're going to make you wet. So yeah, I did get very wet this morning. I wasn't a happy bunny. So I wonder if we've got a narrow one that would fit in there. Probably not. Let's just work with these for now. Oh, that wasn't quite in the right place, was it? I'm just tearing these down for now while I'm filming, because I don't want to get the chopper up. There's not room on this desk for my chopper, and it jogs the camera, and I have enough, you know, I do that myself without bringing equipment up here to do it as well. So I will just tear these for now, and then I will tidy them up with the guillotine later on, once I finished filming. And I'll probably round the corners to make them, you know, make it easier for them to go in and out the pockets. So that's the writing side on those two. So now we need to put something pretty on the other side. Like I say, it's all pretty. I'm not saying that any of these papers are not pretty, but you know what I mean. Oh, I wonder if any of these would be, if these tags would be the right sort of size. They may work. So I will leave those up there. And then there were some more big tags as well, weren't there? Those ones may work. And then I could, the papers are so pretty, I don't want to lose anything. Oh, that would be quite nice with the hot chocolate on there. Pop that one down maybe on that corner. So if you're using this kit for anything, if you've gone over to Anthony's Ko-fi site and bought the kit, let me know what you're making with it. Are you doing a traditional journal or December daily, or are you doing something like this? I'd love to know. It's lovely to see the same things being used in different ways, I always think. It's really interesting to see how you can all take the same equipment, I can't think of the word, and you know, we all use them in different ways, embellish them in different ways. We've all got our own styles and tastes and what have you. Is that chair right in the corner? It is, so that will work there. So we've already got two completely different heights going on here. So I think that will make the book look a bit more interesting from the outside, you know, with different height tags and things. And as I say, once I've put tabs or ribbons or something on top, it should look quite interesting. So that one can go in there, just so that we can see how it's looking. Everything's falling over. It doesn't, I don't think it would ever matter how big a desk I had. I would never have enough room. Oh, that would make a nice tag, wouldn't it? Just like that. Such lovely papers. Look at that. It's yummy. I don't know if I'm going to want to decorate these as well or not, but I'm just going to do a few for now to get started. Pop them up there, and then we'll see. Wondering whether to do some sideways. Right. Let's get another writing one. And you can pop one in each corner again. So I'm just checking that these will go in as I go along. So I heard from my middle daughter this morning. She has just been told she has a Christmas contract, so she's going to be in a touring pantomime. I don't have any details yet, for a couple of weeks in December, just a short contract. I say I think she'll be quite happy with that, because she worked all through December last year and missed Christmas with us and her birthday and what have you. So she had a lot of plans for December, so she got the best of both worlds. She's got a couple of weeks work so that she's got a bit of money coming in, but she'll still be working on her birthday, but she'll at least be here for Christmas and we'll be able to do all the other things she had planned, so that's quite nice. That's a bit of good news. I don't think I've got any other news really. I haven't, apart from being out to walk the dog this morning, I haven't been anywhere and done anything. I've made my husband's on nights at the moment, so while he was in bed this morning, I sat and made the cover for the fairy tale journal. So I just need to sew the pages in, and then once I've done that I can go through and see what else it needs to finish it. I think it needs more pockets and decorative things, but I don't know, I don't really seem to have done anything with that one for such a long time. Don't they look cute? I've sort of lost track of where I am with it a bit. So now I wonder how far across that would come. I'm going to lose lots of these. I think I might do some with the, oh, I can use this paper. Put some on here. And then I might do some with the patterned papers, you know, rather than the picture sort of papers, the illustrated pages. Make some with the, you know, the plaids and things. I think that would look quite nice. What have I just done with that other one? There it is. And I don't know if I'm going to stitch around these or not. I haven't decided yet. I'll probably, I will probably decide once I've trimmed them and I see how tidy or not they are. Might get another one on there. Do you think? Maybe a narrow one. Have I got any narrow ones? Oh, I can smell cooking. Maybe next door's cooking her dinner. And that's a narrow one. Oh, look at that. Just get that on there. I'll stick that on. I don't know what I'll put on the other side, but I can have that half ready to go. Then I'm going to have lots of strips and bits and pieces left over, but as these are all pinks, I could probably, you know, use these in the fairy tale journal as well, all my leftover bits, or maybe I'll make a master board and do something else. Don't know yet. That needs a little bit more glue. So needs something on the other side still. quite like these torn edges because it sort of looks wintry, because, you know, like snowflakes. Do you know what I mean? Do I make sense? It reminds me of snowflakes with the torn edges, sort of fluffy, but I don't like half of it being straight and half of it being torn, so I will straighten them all up. So that's what we've got there, 4 so far. I know I've got 10 pockets. I'm not saying I'm going to do all of the pockets on camera, all of the 10 cards on camera. We'll see how we go. Got a bit of a mass make going on here, haven't we? I wonder if that would be wide enough. Oh yes, look at that. Marvellous. Waste not, want not. I'm getting very sticky here. So I've got 6. So look at that, isn't that beautiful? Just such beautiful papers. And I don't mind that there's a gap down the middle there. Oh dear. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, I think that's my, is that my dodgy page? Oh, that narrow one might fit in there. No, I need something short to go in there. I might leave that one because we're gonna need to have a bit of a play around with that, I think, to find something suitable for that one. So see, some of these are going to go too far down. They're not long enough. So that means those ones I'd have to put, a lot of these actually, they're going to have a long piece of ribbon on them, otherwise I'm going to lose them in the pocket. So I'll try some taller ones perhaps. Do those ones. So I might do some plainer ones with these taller ones. Oh, let's try the they're not tall enough. Might have to chop some more backing stuff up for these. Right, shall we work on what we've got so far and see what we want to do? Right, I'm just going to pause you for 1 second. And I'm going to go and tidy up my edges of the ones I've done so far. I will be right back. I'm back again. So while I was doing that, I just grabbed another bigger flyer and stuck the 3 tags down, and I've backed them with the gingham. They might need a little bit more glue. They need to dry a bit, and then obviously I'm going to have to fussy cut the tops of those. But these ones are all trimmed now, so let's round the corners and then see what we want to do I might just do little rounded corners just to try and make sure they don't catch. That's more glue, just to help, you know, them slide in and out a little bit easier. I don't want to do that corner if that's not dry. I'm just deciding whether these need a little bit of ink or not. Just to finish them off. That one needs a bit of extra glue in the corner, but do you think I can lift the paper up to get the glue in there? Of course not. Is this one all right? I think so. So it's flapping about when it's just laying there, and then when I'm trying to lift the paper to get the glue in, it's decided it's not flapping about after all. That's okay. This one was the one we needed to finish off. And then this one. So I've got quite a few there ready to go. I don't know how long I've been filming. I didn't look before I turned the camera off before. Oh, my glue stick doesn't want to go back down. Strange. Right, now, I'm not going to get that pink ink out now, that strawberry slush, because it's very juicy and it will go everywhere. So should we try and do a little bit of that vein? Will need rounding at the bottom. And these may well need more glue. Because I wasn't really paying attention, I was just slapping them down while I was quickly trim those other things. So let's see how we go at this. I'm not very good at fussy cutting these things usually, but if I do ink them afterwards, that will help. And as I say, this is just for me, so it's not too bad. I wonder if I'd be better with the big ones. I always feel like I can be more accurate with the little ones, but the bigger one's a bit more gentle on your joints, but you definitely can't get into the nooks and crannies as easily. Definitely didn't do such a good job on that one. Let's go back to the little ones. Now I'm wondering whether, because these have got fancy tops, whether they need anything topper wise on them. I don't know why I'm cutting like that. Yeah, they're definitely, that's going to need ink in. It's got a little bit of white at the edge. So I'm thinking if these are in here, here and there. You know, so we haven't got the same size and shape together. So that already adds a little bit of interest to that. Then with these ones, I've done more than that. Where is, what do I want? Is the question. Do I want some ribbony things? I like this ribbon. I can't remember where it came from, but it's got K and L on it, and that's me and my sister, Karen and Linda. Got all different sorts of white ribbon here, different widths. Oh, I've got some grey there. So I might have some of that, and then got some of our little whale tails. Thank you again, Carol. 3 different types of pink there. So, tell you what, I think the taller ones can have the whale tails. Because how far does that extend? That comes quite high up, so that one can have a whale tail. I'm just wondering, should I put the whale tails on before I ink, or should I do some inking and then put the whale tails on? I think I don't have any, but the Tim Holtz, what's it called? The Victorian, is it Victorian Velvet? I think that would look really nice on these papers. Where's those other ones I've pulled out? Maybe a stripy one. What's on the back? It's one of the lined ones. So a stripy one might look good on there. We could have this. Is that the same as the one I just, yeah, they're the same. It's quite nice. So bit of art glitter glue on these, because this one's card, so and we'll try and get it in the middle-ish. I think that's in the middle-ish. Oh, I've got glue on my mat. Close enough. So that's that one. And then have we got any other, were the others all shorter ones, or was there another tall one? check the heights. They're all pretty much the same. So I think we'll have some ribbons on these ones. Now, I said these needed to be quite long, didn't I, the ribbons? Otherwise, they're going to disappear down into the book. Which way round should we have them? Oh, that's one thing. I don't think I've got my stapler here. Oh, that was a bit of a poor attempt at that. Oh, it's fraying as I'm cutting it. Oh, maybe that's the answer then about which way round I put it on. I have to have the loop at the top because this is fraying. So we'll have it that way round. Hopefully, yes it is. My stapler is here. So because it's all fraying, it won't lay flat. At least that's going to add a bit of interest with the fraying. Of course, I've picked the pocket that's the only one that it wouldn't fit in. So that one there. And then I want some pink ribbon. That's all really dark pink in there. And I think I'll also in this book I will paper clips and things in and tie ribbons to the paper clips so that they, you know, we have some nice, oh, I did have some pink there, some nice, some more frilly bits in different places. So that's gonna, again, that's gonna have to be quite long. And I wonder if this one will fray. I know I can do things to stop it fraying, but I don't want to at the moment, quite frankly. It's better. So that one will have that way round. I'll pop that on there. And my fingers are sticking to everything because I've got glue on my fingers. So I'll stick that one in there perhaps. And then these ones, should we have some of the little thin Karen and Linda ribbon? How far down are these going to go? And I wonder if I can staple this because it's very narrow. If I do it that way, it should be okay. Or maybe I can do it sideways. Haha. I'm not sticking my head in the camera. So I have one back there. And then should we have some wider white ribbon? And maybe go that way again with that one. I think that's the right way round, a bit difficult to tell. Let's see if it will go nicely or not. It did. Should we have a loop this way this time? Obviously I'm doing this quickly and you know, just because we're on camera. If I was doing this, and I know it's going to be for me, so you know, I'm not taking as much care as I would if I was making this for somebody else, which is naughty. We should, you know, treat ourselves like we treat everybody else, shouldn't we? But I will do more to this off camera and take more time. And I will probably decorate it as I'm using it. There it goes. I'll have another loopy one there. So how's that looking so far? That's quite nice, isn't it? Nice little selection of bits and pieces. So as I say, I will now was this, that wasn't a narrow one, was it? So we've got one in there, one in there. Pop that one in there. Oops. So we've got some tabs, we've got the shaped tags, and we've got the different types of ribbon. And I still have 1, 2 pockets to fill, and I will probably put 2 cards in each pocket. I'll make some more, but I think that is all I'm going to do on camera for this book. As I'm using it, I may well add a pocket there to tuck things in. You know, I can keep receipts and things. I can write here or stick pictures in if I want to. Again, I will probably put pockets here and here and tuck things in. That's the centre. I'll probably have another pocket there to cover those areas where I've folded the papers round. But that's my little book so far. So, shall we just have a little bow at the front, close it? I don't know, I'll decide on a closure as I'm using it. I don't like that because we're hiding Father Christmas. But I don't know if I will want a closure, because I will want to keep, you know, referring to it, so might not be practical. I don't know. I will think about it as I'm using it. But there is my little Christmas organiser. And as I say, I will carry on working in this as I'm using it. I will add things to it, but I'm quite pleased with that. I like the way it's come out. And Cynthini, your papers are absolutely beautiful, absolutely gorgeous. You can't go wrong, can you, when you have such a beautiful kit to work with? So I hope you enjoyed that little make. I will try and remember to link all the information in the comment box below the video. But if you have any questions, please do ask me. And if you've enjoyed the video, please do consider subscribing. I always forget to ask, and it would be lovely to have your company more often. And if you subscribe and hit the little bell that notifies you when I upload something, you won't miss anything. So thank you for joining me today. Take care, stay safe, and enjoy your own crafty time. I'll see you all again soon. Bye bye.